These types of motion graphics have been going viral on the internet. These videos are loved by many people, resulting in thousands of likes and hundreds of thousands of views. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create these 3 motion graphics. The best part is that we will be animating them in CapCut for free. First, I'm going to show you how to get the assets we'll be using. I'll leave a link in the description so you can download them and save time. You can also watch this part to learn how to create the assets yourself. Head over to canva.com. In the top right corner, click on Create a Design, then select the video option. Most people use the free version of Canva, so I'll use a green screen for the animations. To change the background color, click on the white canvas, then click on the color button and choose green. Next, click on Elements and type what you want, for example, rain, then hit the Enter button. When the results appear, click on Graphics. To filter for animated results, click on the 3 lines and select Animated. Now scroll down, choose your favorite, and click on it to add it to the green screen. Most viral motion graphics are on a dark background, so choose brighter assets. You can adjust the size by dragging the corners, but I'm going to keep mine as it is. To save your asset, click on Share in the top right corner, then click on Download. Since it's an animated graphic, save it as an HD video. Even if you have a free account, you can do this. Now, let me show you how to save a graphic that isn't animated. Using the same method, search for anything you want, for example, Earth. Once the results appear, click on your favorite result to add it to your green screen. Drag the corners to adjust the size of the image and place it in the center. To save, click on Share again, then click on Download. Choose PNG as the file type, then click on Download. You don't need to download a transparent version since it's only available for pro accounts. I also used flat icon to get other assets. Now, I'll fast forward the rest of the download process, and we'll meet up in CapCut soon. Let me show you the first animation we'll be creating.
3, 2.
Once you open CapCut, click on Create Project. Next, we're going to import our assets by clicking the Import button. First, let's drag and drop the background onto the timeline. Click on Adjustment and increase the vignette. This will make our animation stand out from the background. Now, let's add some textures to the background by clicking on Effect. Choose one of the 2 textures, add it to the timeline, and adjust the speed. Make sure to extend the layer to match the length of the video. Play the video to check if you're happy with the background. Now, let's start adding assets. In the top left corner, click on Import. We'll start with the rain animation. Drag and drop it onto the timeline. I'll adjust the size of the layers so they match. We'll begin by removing the green background. Click on the rain layer, then go to the top right corner and click on Video, then Remove BG, and finally click the small box next to Chroma Key. Under that, select the color picker, move your mouse over the preview screen, and click on the green color. Mine removed automatically because I use this feature often, so my settings are saved. If it's your first time using it, simply increase the intensity to remove the background. To ensure there are no green edges in our video, click on Adjustment, select HSL, click on the green color, and reduce the saturation to 0. Now, let's go back to the video menu. First, let's play the video to see our progress. To resize our rain graphic, simply drag it from the corners. I'll make it smaller and leave it there. Now let's add the sun animation, adjust the length, and remove the green background just like we did with the first one. Once done, let's adjust the size of the sun to around 55 and place it in the center at the top. I'm going to do the same with the rain, adjusting it to 55, then placing it at the top. To make things easier, drag the sun layer to the middle of the timeline, because that's where it will disappear. Also, drag the rain layer to start a few frames before the sun disappears. I want the sun to be out of the way as soon as the rain comes in. On the timeline, place the playhead at around 2 seconds. Select the rain layer and move it out of the frame. Now we're left with just the sun. Select the sun layer and click on the diamond-shaped button next to Position to add a keyframe. Extend the layer length and place the playhead just before the 3-second mark. Move the sun halfway out of the frame, and a second keyframe will be created automatically. Move the playhead forward again, and this time, move the sun completely out of the frame. Now, replay the clip. It looks nice, but we didn't really need 3 keyframes. You can move the sun out using just 2 keyframes. Now place the playhead where we created the first keyframe. This time, select the rain layer, go to the right side menu, and add a keyframe for position. Then select the sun layer again and click on the second keyframe to move the playhead. Next, select the rain layer, hover over the preview screen, and move the rain halfway into the frame. Move the playhead to where we placed the third keyframe, select the rain, and move it to the center. When we play back the video, you'll see how great it looks so far. Finally, select both layers and resize them a bit to make more space for other graphics. I have this cool animation of a guy working out. I want to make it seem like he's working under the sun. First, remove the green screen, then resize the character and place him directly under the sun. Let's replay the video. The layer will end as soon as the sun starts to set. Then, I'll add an animation to show the guy running away from the rain. I already removed the green screen. So now, I'll make the character smaller and place him where the first animation was. Since both characters are looking in opposite directions, I'll flip them by selecting the layer on the timeline, right-clicking, going to Edit, and selecting Mirror. Finally, I'll adjust the layers to make sure the running character's layer starts as soon as the rain begins. Since the character needs to move out of the frame, move the playhead to the start of the running clip, select the clip and add a keyframe for the position. Then, move a few frames forward. Hold the Shift button to keep the character on the same Y-axis while moving him. Move the character out of the frame, and keyframes will be automatically created. Let's preview the video. It looks good, but let me mirror the clip when he's working out as well. Now it looks great. Let's add a short message like, "Not today," to show that the guy is determined not to be caught in the rain. I'm going to select bold text and resize it a bit. Now, I'll place the text in the same position where the character was. Let's use keyframes to create a revealing text illusion. Make sure the text layer is under the character layer. Right-click on the text layer and create a compound clip. Go to the top right menu, click on Video, then click on Mask. Choose the horizontal mask, rotate it 90 degrees, and move the line over the character. Hover to the left adjustments, and turn on the keyframe for position. Move a few frames forward and adjust the mask so the keyframes will be automatically created. Repeat this a couple of times until you're done. Now, let's replay the video. Absolutely fantastic. To enhance this animation, let's make it even cooler by adding an edge glow or soft glow effect. Click on Effect, then select Lens. Find Edge Glow, and click the small plus button to add it to your timeline. Adjust its duration to cover the entire video. You can fine-tune the intensity of the glow in the top right corner. Next, we'll improve the animation with sound design. Click on Audio, then choose Sound Effects. First, I'll include a countdown sound while the character does push-ups. I'll make sure to synchronize it perfectly with the visuals. To make it fun, I'll include the sound of people yelling. Lastly, I'll incorporate the sound effect of running footsteps, and you can also add music as a finishing touch. Now, let's play our final video.
3, 2.
I'm amazed at how easily we created this using CapCut. Let's preview our next animation. We're back with a new project. Start by adding the background to the timeline. Click on Adjustment and increase the vignette. Now I'm going to import my asset, which is a bar line that will allow us to create a bar graph. First, I'm going to create 3 copies. Select the layer, click on Copy, and use the shortcut to paste it 3 times. Then, select the first line and move it aside. Do the same for the rest of the lines. Once done, select all the layers and resize them. Make sure you're happy with their spacing. I used the background grids to help me space the bars. Head over to the top left and click on Text, then click on Default Text. The first text item is Thumbnail. I'll pick my favorite font, resize the text, and place it under the first bar. Make sure the text layer covers the whole video. Make a copy of the text layer. Before moving the text, check the Y-axis values so all your text will be in the same position on the Y-axis. Now let's move the copied text under the second bar, using the same Y-axis values. Create 2 more copies and repeat the same process. Once you're done, rename the rest of the text. Now I'll select all the text layers, go to the right menu, and click on Animation. I'll choose the Bounce Left effect and adjust the duration to 3 seconds. Let's replay our video. It looks very smooth. Now let's animate the bar graph. It's actually very simple. I'm going to start with the thumbnail. Select the bar, go to the right menu, and click on Video. Then click on Mask. Choose the horizontal mask and click on the inverse button because we want the animation to start from the bottom and go up. Move the mask line down until you can't see the bar line anymore. Make sure the playhead on the timeline is at the beginning. Go to the right menu and turn the keyframe for position on. Now move the playhead to around 4 seconds and drag the mask all the way up. I'm going to do the same thing for the second bar line. Make sure to turn on the keyframe for position. Move the playhead to the exact point as the first bar line, but this time I'll move the mask just slightly below the first one. The keyframe will be created automatically. Do this for the rest of your bar graph. Once you're done, this is how your video should look. Very professional. To make our keyframe smoother, click on the layer of the first bar line, right-click, and select Show Keyframe Animation. Scroll up and click on the small drop-down arrow. Now, select the keyframe and switch to Auto Curve. Right-click again and hide the keyframe animation. Repeat this process for the remaining graph. Let's preview before the next step. Looking fantastic. I'm going to add a YouTube logo since the information on the bar graph is related to YouTube. Next, add the sound effect of your choice. Finally, click on Effect in the left menu, select Lens Effect, and then choose the Soft Glow effect to make the animation a bit fancy. If you think this was cool, then subscribe and see how cool the last one is going to be. To start, make sure to import all your assets into a new project. Drag and drop the background onto the timeline. If you are creating this for short-form content, change the video ratio to 9:16 and stretch the background to fit the frame. If it's for YouTube, keep the ratio at 16:9. Next, let's add some texture to our background. Click on Effect, then choose between the 2 noise effects. I'm going to add black noise to the background layer. Reduce the speed of the effect to achieve the desired look. Now, go back to the Import tab, select the Earth graphics, and place them on the timeline. You can adjust the size or position it the same way I'm doing. Finally, select the background, go to the top right corner, click on Adjustment, and increase the vignette. This will make our animation stand out from the background. Head to the top and click on Text to add default text to the timeline. Then, go to the text box, delete the existing text, and press the dash button several times on your keyboard, just like I'm doing. Click on Character and decrease the spacing to -1. Scroll down and click on the small box next to Curve. Scroll down again and adjust the strength. I'll play around with it while adjusting the travel line of the plane. Since my line is okay for now, I'm going to drag and drop the red to mark the location where the plane will start. Resize it and place it where you want. To animate the travel line, we need to use a mask. However, when I select the layer and go to the top right menu, there's no mask option because it's a text layer. First, we need to right-click and convert the layer into a compound clip. Our layer is now a video layer, so click on Video. Now we have the option to click on a mask. Select the horizontal mask and click on Reverse. Next, go to the preview screen and drag the line down until the entire travel line disappears. Drag the beginning of the dash layer a few frames forward. With the layer selected, move the playhead to the start of this layer, go to the right menu, and create a keyframe for Rotate. Increase the feather to around 3. Move the playhead almost to the end of the layer and rotate the mask until you can see the whole travel line. Let's replay our progress so far. It looks great. Now, drag and drop the plane onto the timeline and adjust the size. Make sure to place it right where the travel line starts. Place the playhead at the beginning and move it about 8 frames forward. Position the plane close to the lines and create a keyframe for position and rotation. Move about 5 frames forward, then adjust the rotation and position of the plane. The keyframes will be created automatically. Continue this until you arrive at the destination. Let's preview what we've created so far. Amazing! I'm going to add the plane sound effect, reduce the volume, and crop it to fit the length of the video. Make sure the sound starts when the plane begins moving. Great! I've already exported it and changed the video ratio. Now, I'm going to add text that says moving. I'll choose the font, position it at the top, and extend it to cover the entire video. Next, go to the top right, click on Animation, then click on Loop, and select the first animation. One last step. Let's add the edge glow effect and adjust the glow strength. There you have it. Let me know in the comments what you think about these cool animations and what you'd like to see next. Thank you for watching.